This is my 2006 Mazda MX-5 Miata, and it has a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, and it has a turbo swap, as you can see here. And I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff about this car. So what we're looking at here is the engine bay. So you'll notice one thing off the bat is we have a turbo. So our turbo is from Garrett, and originally when we first started doing all the GRIDLIFE stuff and we had none of this turbo, we just had a normal spec motor. And then we decided to throw in a turbo kit to add some power so we could actually be competitive in GLTC. So now we're just figuring out all the turbo stuff, figuring out what we need to do, and the engine bay is pretty self-explanatory, a bunch of heat wrap, looks like a spaceship, but other than that, it's just a normal engine bay. So as you can see here, we have a pretty normal sized wing. So we first got this wing at Gingerman Midwest Festival, and we threw it on just to try out GLTC, and we just threw it on for the looks because it looked cool. It wasn't very functional because we didn't have the new uprights like this, so it didn't sit very high. But with these new uprights, it sits much higher. And what we have on the way is some 9 Lives aerodynamics kit. And what that's basically going to be is a bigger wing and a bigger front splitter. And I'm very excited to try all their stuff because it looks sweet on other cars. And I'm excited to see how it performs on the racetrack too. So, pretty excited for that. So, our up next race is Lime Rock. Unfortunately, we won't have them then, but we'll still have a bunch of fun. So now we are in the inside of my car, and it's a pretty simple interior. We have the Coolshirt box, we have the kill switch, the fire, obviously the H pattern, which we have a sequential on the way, more on that later. We have the main power. This is the FlagTronics system. And then we have the Coolshirt button, rain light, and then these two are just optional. And then this is the start button. And then here we got the display. So we got our AIM data system in, and we have the MX-5 wheel. And yeah, this is the inside of the car. This is our car cover. This cord is what we plug into the computer to look at all the car's data, make sure the car is working right. And yeah, that's all about it for the inside. So now what I'm going to show you is a cool new feature we just added to the car, and it's called launch control. I'm not going to launch the car, but I will do a preview of how it sounds. Here we go. So we just recently added this launch control because it sounded so cool we just couldn't not do it. So that is what it sounds like, and now I'll put you guys up and I'll show you guys what it sounds like from the outside. So now I'm going to show you what it sounds like from the outside of what this launch control really does. So yeah, that is what it sounds like from the outside with the cool exhaust. And we just recently added it to rev up to 4,000 RPM and stay about there the whole time. So we don't like to rev it up too much because it's a little loud, but that is what it sounds like from the outside. So I hope you enjoyed this little overview and tour of my 2006 Mazda MX-5. So we are excited to be racing at Lime Rock in 2 weeks, and we hope it works, and we hope we get some good laps and clean racing in, and overall come home clean. So see y'all at Lime Rock.